Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer
Just
help you
confused.
guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
Puff Daddy is the king
Yeah.
of deception.
Yeah.
You're not paying me and you're not respecting me. And that's the real problem.
All right.
And that's just the beginning.
All right,
Then there's people that try to do bodily harm with me. They will be in the house with Puff. So I'm like, it's a funny game y'all playing behind the scenes.
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls. March 1st of 1997, I was approached by Diddy.
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, or just Diddy, stage names, and an impressive amount of career ventures and achievements are not the only interesting things about this New York-born rapper, actor, record producer, and record executive. With murder allegations, physical altercations with other celebrities, some relationship drama, and a couple of serious sexuality allegations to his name, Sean Love Combs has gathered quite a number of ops in his successful 33-year career in Hollywood. So who are some of his biggest enemies in the industry? Let's find out. The early life of Sean Love Combs.
And you're so young. How did you start with this whole thing?
I started really dancing in music videos, just trying to just get a job and make ends meet. I went to college at Howard University, and so that's how I was paying some bills by dancing in music videos.
This rapper and entrepreneur was born in Harlem, New York, and raised in Mount Vernon, another neighborhood in the city of New York. His mother, Janice Combs, was a model and teacher's assistant, and his father, Melvin Earl Combs, worked with the U.S. Air Force and later became an associate of a convicted New York drug dealer named Frank Lucas. In the late 1980s, Diddy dropped out of school at Howard University and began his career as an intern at New York's Uptown Records in 1990, where he worked as a talent director and helped develop talents like Jodeci and Mary J. Blige.
So then Puff wouldn't really listen to anybody but me. So my full-time job became managing Puff.
In 1993, Puff Daddy was fired from Uptown Records and went on to establish his new record label called Bad Boy Entertainment. His label signed acts like Notorious B.I.G. and Faith Evans, while the label's in-house production also worked with famous stars like Usher, Boyz II Men, Aretha Franklin, and many more. In 1997, Sean Combs released his debut album No Way Out through his label. The album went on to be certified 7 times platinum. In 1998, he started doing a clothing line called Sean John. The brand won the Council of Fashion Designers of America Award for Menswear Designer in 2004. In his 33 years in the industry, Combs has won 3 Grammy Awards and 2 MTV Video Music Awards. This steady collection of brand deals, juicy investments, and career achievements will have you wondering why such a talented artist still has a large number of enemies in the industry. Recently, an American R&B and neo-soul singer, Jacqueline Suzette Wright Johnson, famously known as Jaguar Wright, took to the internet and made some very disturbing and interesting allegations about Puff Daddy.
Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died.
Lately, it seems the neo-soul singer has been on quite the mission to expose the entire music industry, as she's been making interesting allegations against A-list artists like Alicia Keys and Jay-Z on the internet. Now, she is on to Puff Daddy. She posted a lengthy video on Instagram promising to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. However, Wright isn't the only artist who's had something to say about Diddy. Over the years, while working on brand deals and multiple awards, Puffy has also made a pretty solid list of enemies. Here's what it looks like in the life of the 3-time Grammy Awards winner, Wendy Williams. In 1998, when Wendy Williams, a famous American media personality and writer, was a radio personality and was offered an afternoon slot on New York's Hot 97, she made some shocking charges about Puff Daddy's sexuality.
Yes, it's very effeminized, but be very clear. There were lots of homosexuals in hip-hop back in the 80s too. You know, that was you know, what's worse, you know, hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood, that, you know, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality.
The Wendy Williams Show host is known for hot and sticky details and rumors about Hollywood celebrities, and has garnered both fans and haters because of the things she says. It was rumored that the all-powerful rapper pulled some strings behind the scene, and got the talk show host fired from the radio airways for a while because she had been looking too deeply into his personal life and sexual preferences, and Diddy hated that.
Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had power.
She also claimed that a girl group named Total arrived to beat her up in front of a radio station. Total was a girl group that was signed to Puff Daddy's record label. The two later reconciled publicly, ending their 2-decade-long feud. Drake.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake. Drake is, right now, that's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake. Drake is my friend.
Canadian rapper, singer, and songwriter Aubrey Drake Graham, famously known as Drake, has also had his share of Puff Daddy's heat. In December 2014, the two hip-hop icons got into a physical fight that made it to several headlines and even song lyrics. Diddy and Drake were at a hotel in Miami for a party at the popular Live nightclub. An inside source claimed that Puff sent his security over to the Canadian rapper's table to invite him outside for a word in the early hours of the morning. Witnesses alleged that Drake was punched 3 times and was taken to the hospital. However, in an interview with The Breakfast Club, Diddy denied the allegations and explained that he was upset with Drake because of the Nice for What rapper's hit single, 0 to 100, The Catch Up. Puffy claimed that the track was originally his and that somehow it became a misunderstanding because both rappers were working with the same producers. Diddy said that he had sent the beat for the hit track to Drake so he could ghostwrite the song for him and claimed that Drizzy stole the song from him.
Diddy really did punch Drake in the face.
Oh, I got that call 4 o'clock in the morning.
Suge Knight. Guess who also made enemies with one of hip-hop's biggest menaces? Yeah, that's right. Diddy found his way onto the blacklist of the infamous Suge Knight.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
At the 1995 Source Hip Hop Awards, Suge Knight went on stage and supposedly aimed some jokes at Diddy for appearing too many times in the music videos of artists signed to Bad Boy. In an interview, Puffy said that he could have easily handled Suge that night because they were in New York, Diddy's hometown, but that when he confronted Suge, the Death Row Records CEO claimed that his comments weren't aimed at Diddy.
I definitely feel where that's coming from. I know that I'm not, what?
Yeah.
Are they crazy? I was like, wow, and I was like, I could blow this thing up right now,
Very true.
However, witnesses claim that a few months after the awards, Diddy and his friend and bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones were at the same nightclub with Suge and his own bodyguard and friend Jake Robles. According to the witnesses, the two were at the club for Jermaine Dupri's birthday party. They alleged that a dispute happened between Suge and Puff, which eventually got them kicked out of the club. They claimed that in the parking lot, gunshots were fired, and Big Jake lost his life that night. Suge held Diddy responsible. Cassie Ventura.
What do you think the key is to making a relationship work in Hollywood?
I think honestly, you gotta keep it close to your heart.
You would think you've heard it all until Puffy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, made some shocking revelations about her 10-year relationship with the rapper. Cassie Elizabeth Ventura, known professionally as Cassie, is an American singer, songwriter, model, and actress. She came in contact with the rapper in 2007 when she became a spokesmodel for Sean John clothing line, the rapper's fashion brand. Later that year, she was signed to Bad Boy Records, and the two began dating secretly and did not make their relationship public until 5 years later.
Cassie right here, the nigga jumped off the bar, came over and said, yo Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm gonna do.
The relationship was off and on until their final split in 2018, after which Cassie moved on with her personal trainer, Alex Fine. According to some sources, Diddy felt betrayed as he suspected that Cassie had cheated on him with Alex, whom he hired as a personal trainer for his girlfriend a year earlier. Sources close to Cassie denied this claim, saying that Cassie didn't start dating Alex until the end of their relationship.
And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
In 2016, it was reported that after Cassie ended the relationship at her home in Los Angeles, Diddy allegedly got really angry and suspicious, grabbed her phone, jumped out the car, and started scrolling through. The police got involved when Cassie's mother allegedly reported the rapper for domestic violence. Jaguar Wright.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive.
With Sean Love Combs' name boldly written on all these dirty claims, it's hard to dispute the recent claims of Jacqueline Suzette Wright Johnson, who surfaced on the internet accusing him of a lot of dirty deals. In a recent interview, the singer pointed out that Uptown Records started out with 5 members: Andre Harrell, Heavy D, Kim Porter, I'll Be Sure, and Puffy, and that almost every one of them is dead except Puffy and I'll Be Sure. According to her, every member of the label who died had one thing in common. They were all making documentaries about their lives and time at Bad Boy. On an Instagram Live in 2003, Wright said she had hired an entertainment lawyer who had just left Diddy's label. Wright claimed that the lawyer confided in her and shared an experience she had while working with the label. She said that Puffy had a meeting with singer and actor Christopher Williams about signing a deal. The lawyer needed to get some paperwork approved, so she went to his office. The door wasn't locked, so she just walked in and saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff Daddy. The lawyer said she played it cool until Diddy brought it up the next day. He was allegedly aggressive and threatened to ruin the attorney's life if she ever told anyone about the incident. When he confronted her, Wright said that the lawyer had asked why Puffy didn't lock the doors, to which he allegedly replied that it was his building and he could do whatever he wanted to do in it. He reportedly claimed that he had power and that if he could make a man perform fellatio for money, then he could make anyone do anything for money.
That's all that happens at Diddy parties. Money and sex.
That's wild. Diddy still hasn't responded to any of these claims by Jaguar Wright, who doesn't look like she's backing down anytime soon. 50 Cent.
Why have you never stood next to nobody? Because you studied the 48 Laws of Power.
Nah, man, that's whack. And he knew exactly what I meant, because he'd been standing next to something his entire career.
Right.
He stood next to Biggie, you put hot on him. That's stand next to the fighters you want, right? You stood next to Mace, you stood next to Jock. Look, Puffy might be the destination for anybody going nowhere. Nobody surviving.
The beef between Fifth and Diddy has a bunch of reasons tangled up, but some stuff really stands out. There are videos where Diddy seems to get in 50 Cent's face about supposedly spilling the beans on Diddy maybe being gay or fooling around with other rap artists. But honestly, these videos might be sketchy because there's no solid proof backing up these claims.
You're uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of it. No, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
What you been getting out of over a decade?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why do you and Fif just...
Hey, yo!
Then there's another video where 50 Cent throws out the idea that Diddy had some secret thing going on with Jay-Z, and the two may be responsible for the demise of some late rappers, but there's no real proof of that either. On a different note, 50 Cent spilled the tea on Instagram, saying their fight was more about business stuff and not personal stuff. He basically said, "Me and Puff fight about business crap. If he's into a girl, he's into a girl. I don't care." Another thing that got them all riled up was their vodka brands. Diddy's been repping Chiraq since 2017, and 50 Cent brought out Effin' Vodka in 2014, and they both started talking smack about each other's brands.
Every DJ in the country was a Chiraq boy. Ain't none of them saying nothing. So you like, I'm a Chiraq boy. Fuck out of there. You need anything you can get, anything, to try and make some sort of momentum, because ain't nothing happening.
It's a whole mess of arguments that makes it clear that the drama between these two goes deep, involving both personal stuff and business matters. But figuring out if some of the things they're saying are true, or if they're just putting on a show for attention, that's the real puzzle. Make sure to check out our other video that breaks down how Puffy may have had his hands in the murder of the Notorious B.I.G. With all of these accusations floating around right now, the man might want to just disappear for a while. One thing is clear, that getting to the top comes with its share of hate, but in this case, is it justified? Keep it locked in and subscribe to the channel for more of the best in hip-hop. Till next time, stay blessed, y'all.